More than 8,000 Kansans are on the wait list now for an intellectual and developmental disability waiver. State leaders today told lawmakers that if nothing changes, some of them could wait 8 years to get help with round-the-clock services. 13's Callie Holthouse is in our newsroom. She heard the update today from the Kansas Department of Aging and Disability Services.
Yeah, David, IDD waivers and the wait list for them continue to be a challenge. Earlier this year, lawmakers got on board with considering a new type of waiver that officials hope will reduce the number of people waiting and shorten the amount of time it takes to get help. The new waiver is the Community Support Waiver, CSW for short. It differs from the IDD waiver in that it's designed for people who don't quite need round-the-clock care. In a meeting today, KDAD's officials said the state opened up more IDD slots earlier this year, but it didn't help the situation too much. They believe the CSW would free up some of those IDD slots and thus reduce the waiting time for a waiver. However, the state would have to follow federal rules to get the CSW up and running. One of those rules says waiver providers cannot double as case managers to prevent conflicts of interest. KDAD's officials said right now that's a common practice in Kansas, especially in rural areas with a limited number of professionals. Seth Kibler with KDAD's explains.
In short, it will come down to either the state defining some only willing and qualified exemptions for certain potentially rural areas, but in areas where there are providers willing to provide case management or waiver services to that individual, then the person in that instance may have to make a choice between, do I want to keep my waiver provider or do I want to keep my case manager with the agency?
Navigating federal compliance is a complex process and presents yet another challenge in terms of resources it could require. Lawmakers also would have to approve it, something we'll watch in the upcoming session. And now, in addition to these discussions, lawmakers also heard recommendations for improving the current IDD waiver system. Among those is a dashboard for families to see where exactly they are on the IDD waitlist, among other functions. Discussions continue tomorrow. You can live stream those through YouTube. I'll include a link on WIBW.com.